when kingdoms bowed to foreign invaders, when the seas turned red with grief, and the mighty Portuguese thought no one could stop them. From the small coastal town of Ullal rose a queen who feared no army, no cannon, and no empire. Her people called her Abhaya Rani, the fearless queen. She ruled not just from a throne, but from the front lines of the battlefield, leading her warriors, defending her shores, writing her story in the blood of invaders and the tears of the oppressed. Yet, history chose to forget her. This is not just the story of a war, it is the road of a forgotten queen, Rani of Bakka. They say history remembers the mighty, but sometimes the mightiest are forgotten. Rani of Bakka, the Abhaya Rani, the fearless queen of Ullal, the sea warrior who made the mighty Portuguese tremble, was born in the Chauta dynasty, which ruled Ullal, a bustling coastal town that was the capital under King Tirumala Raya III. The Chautas, followers of Jainism and the ancient traditions of Bhutaradhana, followed a material inheritance system known as the Aliya Santana, unique to the Bunds community. It was under this system that Abbakka's uncle crowned her as the Queen of Ullal in 1525. From a young age, she was trained fiercely in sword fighting, archery, horse riding, and even navy foresight. She was not only raised as a royal, but forged into a warrior. To strengthen regional alliances, her uncle arranged her marriage with Lakshmappa Arasa Bangaraja II of the Banga Principality in Mangalore. But this marriage was short-lived and became a painful chapter in her life. After returning to Ullal, her ex-husband, burning with revenge, shockingly joined hands with the Portuguese against Abbakka herself. But she was no ordinary queen. She ruled with a fierce spirit of unity. Her court and her army were a reflection of India's diversity. Jains, Hindus, Muslims, Bari soldiers, and Mogavira seafarers all stood together under her leadership. As a follower of Jainism, Abbakka didn't just fight wars. She also supported the renovation of Jain temples, translation of sacred texts into local languages, and cultural exchanges through trade. Her reign saw flourishing art, architecture, and commerce, proof that she was a visionary leader, not just a warrior queen. She personally supervised the building of dams at Mallali, engaging local communities and strengthening her region's economy. She forged powerful alliances with the Zamorin of Calicut and even gained the support of King Venkatappa Nayaka of Vidnur, creating a regional resistance that kept the Portuguese at bay. Abbakka refused to bow down to the Portuguese, who wanted to monopolize the spice trade on the west coast. She never paid them taxes, leading to wars, naval ambushes, and guerrilla strikes to protect her land and her people's trade rights. She made Ullal into a thriving trade port, dealing in pepper, cardamom, and rice, building strong relations with the Arab merchants, and promoting local industries and crafts. Even when Portuguese warships blocked her harbors, she organized daring sea raids, often using small fishing boats in strategic attacks. Her command over naval warfare was so legendary that Portuguese records described her as their fierce nightmare. But her path was filled with hardships. apart from fighting the powerful Portuguese Armada, she faced betrayal from neighboring rulers and even from within her own family. Yet, she never surrendered. She fought battle after battle, becoming a living legend, inspiring people to resist foreign domination. Her people called her Abhaya Rani, the fearless queen, because she was always at the front, sword in hand, leading her people into battles, never hiding behind palace walls. Despite her courage and tireless resistance, Rani Abbakka's journey met a tragic end. In her final battle, facing betrayal from within, she was captured by the Portuguese. Even in captivity, she is said to have refused to bow down or accept defeat, and she breathed her last as a warrior queen in their prison. Her death marked the end of an era, but not the spirit she ignited. Though she was forgotten by time, her story survived through folk songs, Yakshagana performances, and the oral traditions of Tulunadu. Today, Ullal still honors her with the annual Veera Rani Abbakka Utsava, a special award, a statue, and even a locomotive named after her. Amar Chitra Katha has told her story, and recently she was portrayed by actress Bharka Singh Gupta in the TV series Swaraj. Yet, her name is still missing from most school books, and that's a tragedy we must correct. For me as Lee, Abbakka's life is more than history. It's a lesson of fearlessness, unity, and standing up for what's right, no matter the odds. She teaches us that bravery has no age, no gender, no limits. And through this video, I want to remind everyone that heroes like Rani Abbakka belong to all of us, not just to history. They teach us to be fearless in our lives, to stand tall against injustice, to protect what we love, and to never forget our roots. Whether you are 9 or 90, there's something in Abbakka's story for you to be bold, to unite, to lead with your heart, and to leave a legacy that time can never erase. Let's tell the world her story, because forgotten heroes deserve to live on in our hearts, in our voices, and in our action. Thank you for watching. For more such untold stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the spirit of Abbakka alive together. Signing off, Page Pulse Bailey. See you next time.